Hi. Um,
Hey.
uh, ha, so yeah, our upload schedule is terrible, and we're just gonna get this out of
Yeah,
the way that we're gonna be taking after this episode, we're just gonna take a small hiatus,
yeah,
just so we can get school out of the way, because it's mostly on me that I'm just very low energy because of school these days.
yeah, Sophia,
So
what's wrong with you? Yeah, get better. Get
yeah,
better.
yeah.
Why don't you just smile, Sophia? Oh no.
You sound like he who shall not be named, but but
No, no, no,
yeah.
no.
But, Evangeline's got her own stuff too, and we just decided that
Yeah,
once we're over like, this after the school year, we're just gonna start it back up. So, this is the last episode for the time being. Don't
I
get too
know. We're
sad.
well,
I
we're
know.
well, Sweet Boys and us are both having our like mid-season finale this week. Wow, we're so
Yeah.
we're
We're
so
so
cool.
big.
We're so who knows? Maybe when we come back, we'll have like a whole revamp. We'll have better mics. We'll have a better recording setup. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Um, maybe Garrett and Andrew will pick up our podcast. Ugh, you know, that would be something.
That would be something.
That would
Well,
be something.
I hope that you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
We've
That
got a
sounded so
doozy.
unenthusiastic. You were like, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But we've got a little bit of a doozy this time around.
hmm
We just got a lot. So we got the hiatus out of the way. Yeah. So this is mostly something that I just want to talk about. Evangeline, you can butt in, I guess.
Okay.
But for the past
Oh.
is it 3 weeks? For the past couple of weeks, I don't even know how long, every day I have been playing at least 5 hours of Minecraft. Is it a problem? Yes. Am I gonna fix it? No, because it's fun. But um me and my friends started up a server and we were playing with the Origins mod pack, which if you don't know what that is, basically instead of playing as like a base human, you can choose to be a hybrid of some sort of Minecraft mob. I chose Piglin. And like you can be a bee and you can be like a blaze, an enderman, basically a bunch of different ones. And
I
I've
don't know why. Sorry, I don't know why, but like base human sounds so like demeaning.
yeah, you want to be a base human,
I'm gonna be a
but
base human, you little base human, you little short
you
little
sure, a little mousy boy who lives in the
mousy
woods.
boy. I was trying not to say it so I didn't steal the joke, but I go on.
But um, now I lost my train of thought.
Yo, shout
Oh
out to
yes,
Nutter Butters.
but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I listen, I wish I can show the absolute builds that I'm doing, and I fully blame the. I've been watching a lot of like hardcore Minecraft series recently,
Mm.
which eventually you know what that is? Because I know you're not like
Bro, I
extremely
watch
well versed.
PewDiePie. Of course I know what hardcore
Okay,
Minecraft is.
I was just making sure,
Of
but
course I do. I'm not a noob. I'm not a I'm not a bot, whatever. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying
shut
now.
up, shut up, just stop talking. I revoke your rights to talk right now. You should actually shut up. But see, now you lost my train of thought again. What was I saying? Oh, I've been watching a lot of hardcore Let's Plays, and a lot of people who do hardcore make very insane builds, as in like, very big
Bro.
farms.
Mm, those are chef's kiss.
Oh my god, Evangeline.
Well, okay, that wasn't even off topic. I was saying like those are chef's kiss.
Oh, I
I
thought you
was
were talking
adding
about
on
your
to
nutter
what you were
butters.
saying.
I thought you were talking about your nutter butters.
Okay, that's on you. That's on you. I did
But
not know.
No, yeah, those builds are really cool, and I've very much been inspired, and
Mhm.
I've made a big ass zombie. Oh, am I allowed to say that word?
Yeah.
Okay, I
No.
made a. I don't know where we drew the line to, what kind of language we can use, but I made a big ass zombie piglin farm, and let me tell you, it is broken. It's genuinely broken. I can get 30 levels within like 2 minutes. And that's a lot. That is a lot. And listen, I can spend 20 minutes on that and I can get 100. And I am so proud of building that because now everyone in the server uses it. And hey, guess what? I'm just gonna say this out front. None of you guys are listening to this. I know for a fact. I do all the builds, therefore you guys should be thanking me for all these farms. Anyways, Minecraft is good. I love it very much. In fact, if you really want to know, I am playing while recording this.
Oh my.
I'm currently fishing.
Wait, are you using your mic or no?
I like no, I do have a mic in.
Oh, okay. It
But
was
I
just my
am
headphones.
we are recording and I am playing Minecraft while we're recording. So if I
Wow.
trail off, I'm probably dying. But and you know that it's not professional to be playing video games while recording.
No, it's
But
not. It's not.
since when were we a professional podcast?
You don't see me playing Sims while we're recording. All right.
Well,
Okay.
have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's actually kind of surprising.
Okay, I play Sims during class, but not.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Actually,
I
okay.
see it on your Discord.
I haven't played The Sims. If you've seen it on my Discord in the past couple of weeks, it just means because I had to open it to like make sure the update was fine, but I haven't actually played video games in a fat month. Even
Oh,
more.
that's
Like
sad.
I just mm.
Work,
Any of y'all
school.
who are in yearbook and a yearbook that actually like does a yearbook and it isn't just a little scrapbook, y'all know the grind.
Oh, can I
Respect
just
to
say,
you.
so one of my friends has been sending me like TikToks and stuff of other schools' yearbook. And
Mhm.
listen, I Evangeline, we complain about yearbook a lot from a like uh a morale standpoint, as in like student morale.
Uh-huh.
Design wise, I say that our yearbook is pretty good. Design wise, like base value design wise, it's pretty good because some of these other yearbooks I see, they slap actual clip art onto the cover and
No.
call it a day. It's
No.
so bad. It's so bad. And I like one of my best friends, she sends me a TikTok of, if I can find it, Evangeline, I'll send it to you after we finish recording. It is a clip art tiger. And it's
That
like
hurts.
like the title is in like chalk font that you'd find on like Google Docs.
Oh
And it says like you're gonna
no.
hear us roar. And I was like, that's your cover.
Ooh.
That's your cover.
Ooh. Like, look, we have issues with our cover. We have some issues with our cover. If this ever gets out to our advisor and the person who designed the cover, um, take the criticism. Um, it's but hearing that, it makes our cover sound like it was designed by someone who has a doctorate in graphic design. I don't even know if you can get a PhD in graphic design. You probably can't, but that's just what I'm using to describe our cover if that's what's being created in yearbooks across the country. Um, I know that's not a fair representation though, because in our yearbook class, we have so many yearbooks, like not just from
Yeah.
our school, but from other schools because the publisher like sends them to
We
us.
have like a
Um,
wall. I wish I like I'm not even
yes.
kidding. A wall of other schools.
It's what I wish like I could put my comics in.
Yeah.
Like that's what I wish. Yeah. Um it's like it's like Pokemon cards basically. Um that was not a good comparison, but you know, just trying to stay topical.
Yeah.
Um, but yearbooks can get pretty crazy.
No,
If
yeah,
if
definitely.
you have a good yearbook, and also if you're someone who doesn't do yearbook, I know this sounds kind of weird because people really don't think about yearbooks, but you should, because if your yearbook isn't just like a scrapbook kind of thing, like like a crappy elementary school level one, respect it because a lot of suffering went into it probably. Um,
Yeah, a little bit of child labor maybe.
yeah. Especially if you go to a not like well-funded school. Not saying that they don't put in work, but they have a little more help than the other schools. Um, our school is not um it's well funded. Well, it's well funded in certain areas, just I'll say that. Um, but a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into building a good yearbook. A lot of late nights, a lot of
Yeah.
crying, a lot of mental breakdowns, a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
child labor. Um,
Speaking of child labor,
speaking of child, um,
I don't know if we
but
still want to save that for later or we want to
no,
segue
let's
into
just talk
that.
about it now.
Let's
It
just
kind
talk
of has to
about
do
it.
with yearbook because some people in our yearbook class, not
For,
the yearbook, they have jobs. We know people who have jobs that
they just
their
work way too
employers,
much.
and we're also not going to mention these jobs because I
We don't
don't,
want to get
I feel
sued.
like that's actually getting sued. Like, this isn't just me like criticizing Girl Scouts. Like, that's,
We're gonna get sued.
yeah.
So
Um,
actually, well, me and Evangeline, just to give a little context, just so we're not like suddenly being like child like labor laws. Me and Evangeline were just talking about some peers of ours and stuff, and like we know they work, and they work like a little bit
too
too
much?
much,
Yeah, a little too much.
and it's
Um,
we
hmm.
kind of got on the topic of child labor laws because it's a very real thing. Why did I say it like that?
It's a
Child
very real thing.
child labor laws are a very real thing, but they are, and
And oh, also, I just thought about this. I don't want to diminish any like not that this isn't real child labor, but like there's other countries where this is much worse.
yeah,
We don't want to diminish that. Like that's obviously like human rights violations to the max, like really shady stuff that's going on.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
definitely.
shady, but it's not like ruin someone's life and family shady. Um it's just maybe like a few hours a day, a few hours a week, like overtime kind of thing. It's not
Yeah.
like super
Basically, it's
serious.
not legal,
It's not legal, but it's not
but at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing.
it's not
We're just
Apple
we're just
level.
we're just talking about our perspective and, from outside views into I don't even know how to say it. We're just saying this from our perspective, and we understand that
Yes.
we like us where we live and everything is pretty much very privileged and we're much more well off than other people, but we're just saying this is our
Yeah.
perspective and yeah. But it is illegal to schedule a minor for that many times on a school day because
Yeah.
the way that labor laws go if you're still in school as in like high school at least and middle school in very 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 certain situations because we recently I at least I recently found out that 12-year-olds could work and
Yeah.
that's really crazy for me but um employers are legally like not allowed to schedule you during school hours because
Nope.
it's school like public
Yeah.
school and schooling up until high school is mandatory so legally they're supposed to not schedule you but after that they can schedule you for as many hours as they need to a certain extent so like say like 40 hours a week I
Yeah,
don't know if
40
that's like
hours is the max.
yeah And then on weekends they have a little bit more free reign because you don't have school. And then on breaks, I believe Evangeline, you said they can schedule you for as many hours as they want because, but still, that if it falls under the 40-hour mark, I believe.
Yeah, and it
But
also depends on your grades too.
yeah.
Sometimes employers, if they see, well, they're supposed to. If they see you have lower grades, they're not supposed to schedule you as
Schedule.
much. And if you're like flat out failing, I don't even think you can get a job because you have to get a work permit and everything.
Yeah. You're not allowed
Um,
to have Fs if you get a work
yeah.
permit.
So
Yeah.
some of our friends, okay, I wouldn't say friends, peers. Peers is a much
Peers,
better
yeah.
word.
Acquaintances.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting by the way, we don't have jobs. Technically, I have a job, but it's not really a job.
Technically,
It's
I'm
like dog
self-employed.
sitting. Okay,
Technically,
yeah, self-employed. But we're talking about like
going to work for a corporate,
retail,
basically.
yeah, corporate. Um, really know what we're trying to say with this. Just don't. Okay, here's a lesson. Stand up for yourself. If you're in a job and you're a minor, know your rights. Always know your rights in any situation, not just jobs, just know your rights. I don't want to get too political with that, but in general, it's just a good thing to know your rights because what employers do is that not all of them, don't think that everyone is like trying to take advantage of you. That's not a great way to live your life. But know that some employers are shady and they want to get away. Sometimes they may pay you overtime, but that doesn't matter. They're not
Yeah.
allowed to overtime you. That's not a verb, but whatever. Um uh know how many hours you are allowed to work. If your employer is scheduling you more than the hours you are supposed to work, again, if you are a minor, do not accept it. I don't care. You shouldn't care if they're offering you more money to work. And you definitely it should cause concern if they're not going to pay you for that extra work.
Oh, definitely.
Because teenagers are dumb. Um I'm a teenager, but like some teenagers are more dumb. So and we've also established that I'm a 60-year-old man trapped inside a teenage girl's body. Um and I'm also a robot. So teenagers are dumb. Adult employers, of course, an employer would be adult. That was very redundant. Employers will take advantage of that. And they'll be like, oh, well, just work some more, blah, blah, blah. And parents won't raise any concerns most of the time, especially in this situation. No one's really raising any concerns. I don't know. Maybe it's just the mentality of like the work hard thing. Don't know. But usually if you have a job of your own right now and you're in high school, you probably have your own car, which means your parents are probably not going to suspect that your employer is scheduling you way too much and they
Oh,
think
ow.
that what?
I just splashed Monster into my eye. Ow.
Oh my
I'm fine. Continue.
um they're not going to suspect that you're working way too much overtime. So know how many hours you need to work and don't work over that. And if your employer has an issue with it,
Castrate them.
um
For legal reasons,
and
that's a joke.
and what we mean by that is take legal action
Forcibly
because
sterilize them to give you.
that's then they'll take legal action against you and most likely you'll lose. Don't take legal advice from Sophia. Don't take legal advice from me probably, but like
I
if
played
you have
Ace
to
Attorney
choose
for
one of
50
us,
hours. I know what I'm talking about. I was
yeah,
inside the mind of Phoenix Wright for at least 50
I
hours.
don't know if that's okay.
I have
Um,
experience in legalities.
mhm.
I'm joking.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, you can take legal action
And if
because
you
the
if you're in
law
the
is on your
position,
side. Not to
and if,
be. Oh,
I was gonna say, and if you're in the position to do so, do it.
yeah, do it. Not to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but if you are working in like a more corporate entity, because sometimes like it may be a smaller business, like a local chain, that kind of thing. If you're working for like a huge like corporate entity, then it may be a little harder to take legal action. So you may just want to quit the job and just let other people know instead of going through that. Um, because that costs money. But if you're working in a small business or a local chain, not I'm for small businesses, but the law is the law. So don't let people take advantage of you, especially when you're working, because working is an actual thing. It's not just like, oh, someone took advantage of me. Like, no, someone actually is, you know, child labor laws. So yeah, that's our little lesson of the day. Know your rights. Don't let people take advantage of you.
And don't take
Um,
legal advice from me.
yeah. Um, so something a little lighter. Discord's new logo. I personally, I don't
I
really
hate it.
care.
I hate it. Okay, so today, which is um May the 14th, Friday, this morning, at least this morning for me, Discord updated, which that's normal. Discord updates pretty often. Um, and it wasn't really a huge update, but I was reading through the patch notes as like I woke up, and they changed their logo, which at base value is not a bad thing because they were talking about how, it wasn't symmetrical and stuff like that, which, okay, I don't care. But what I hate the most is that they changed the blue. And I'm very like I like colors. I like color theory a lot. I'm very into it. I like colors and I like really muted colors or colors that don't pop too much. And they changed this they had like a nice denim blue that was very distinguishable. Like you could tell that was Discord blue and they changed it. They changed it to this disgusting almost our high school blue, which I'm not gonna say what our high school is because it like gives it away. But Evangeline, you know what I'm talking about when I say our high
Wait,
school's blue.
I'm
It
really
is almost
confused.
that
When
shade.
was Discord blue?
It was always blue.
What do you mean
The
it was
logo was
always
always
blue?
blue. Yeah, the logo, like the outside of the logo was blue.
What?
Like their little okay,
That's purple.
it was always blue.
It's purple. What? No.
No, it was okay, listen. Okay. We're talking about the old logo, right? Or the new one.
Why? No, that's like
Which
that's
blue? Okay,
purple
are you
to
talking
me.
okay, the new blue?
No, I'm talking about both of them. Sophia,
They're not purple, they're blue.
that's okay. In my eyes, this is what I'm looking at right now is purple.
That's not purple. Evangeline, it's not purple, it's blue. It's blue with warm undertones. That's why it looks purple because it has warm undertones.
I know, but like if I were to color something, like that's purple to me. Like
That's
I would
not
never
purple,
call
it's
that
blue.
blue.
It's not blue. It's purple.
I think it's subjective then because there's no, that's no.
It's blue. How do you look at that and not see blue?
That no.
It's not like cyan or like sky blue, but it's blue. You should get your color receptors checked. That's not purple.
It's called Vista Blue, but that's BS.
It's
Okay.
see, blue. It's blue. It's
Oh.
blue. It's blue.
Oh, no, 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 no,
Suck
no, no,
it.
no!
Suck it.
Both of us are wrong. Both of us are wrong, but also right at the same time because Discord on May 22nd, 2017, on their Twitter, said the official color of Discord is blurple. That's not really a color, but it's a mixture of blue and purple, so technically we're both wrong and we're both right.
Did you know that one of my earrings is blurple? This perfectly segues into our next topic. I got my ears pierced last week. Um, are we done arguing? Can we segue?
Okay, well, Discord themselves ended our argument.
Okay, it's
Blurple. Blurple.
Speaking of which, I got my ears pierced last week. Evangeline, I don't know if you have interest in piercings or if you're deathly terrified of needles.
I'm not okay. Wait, whoa. Okay, sorry. I have to say something about that.
What?
I'm not terrified of needles, but I'm not interested in getting my ears pierced because your ear is meant to have one hole. One hole per ear. I don't care if this is taken out of context. Your ear is meant to have one hole per ear. One hole! That's no.
Oh my god.
What? Oh my gosh, this is why you don't.
Me?
This is why you don't play Minecraft while recording.
No, something started hitting me and I didn't know what. Hold up. You don't need to be rude about it. Hey, I had a really good train of thought here. I did not get distracted once. Anyways. I'm definitely writing down that quote and I am going to say it. It's going to be out of context.
Okay, well, go on about your story.
So I've been wanting to get my mom wasn't one of those parents who got my ears pierced when I was like a baby. And I remember I've always wanted to have my ears pierced, but my mom said I couldn't do it until I was older, until I reached a certain age. And when I reached that certain age, I was like, okay, so when can I get my ears pierced? And she said, I pray that you would forget that I ever said that. And so my dad took me to go get my ears pierced, long story short. I've been doing a lot of research, so I was very particular and I explained it to my parents millions of times why I refuse. I actually refuse to go get my ears pierced at Claire's. And PSA, this has been said so many times, don't get your ears pierced at Claire's. It's an extremely bad idea, especially your cartilage. Don't do it. But there's an actual like piercing studio in like my local mall, so I went and got
to say don't get your ears pierced at Claire's, but I got my ears pierced at Claire's.
No, so I got them done with a needle. I don't need people coming at me for getting it done with a piercing gun. I got them done with a needle. And I've never gotten anything pierced before. I've been always interested in piercing and body modifications, but I've never got anything done before. So this was a first. And it was an experience, to put it simply. I arrived at the piercing shop and I was shaking so much because you're supposed to eat before you get a piercing done so you don't pass out from low blood sugar. And I had me and my dad and my aunt who came to visit in town. We all went out to eat and I just couldn't eat because I was just so nervous. I'm not scared of needles. But I didn't know like the whole procedure. But I basically, I just went in the shop. I did the whole thing. They had to like quiz me on my dad to see if I actually knew him, and because I'm a minor, so technically I can't. They have to make sure that my dad's my dad. And where was I going with this? Oh, I chose my jewelry. I have, in case anyone's interested, I have titanium straight bars that allow it's like maybe like an not inch, maybe half an inch longer than I actually need them to be because in case I get swelling. One is teal and the other one is blurple. It is. I was like looking at the chart and they had blurple and I really like that color. But like they're like not it's not like they're like shiny. So it's reflective. So on one angle it looks purple, the other one it looks blue. But Yeah, it kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurt. Um, in my left ear especially, it just stung so much. And like after the piercing, I low key feel really bad because like the person who was like checking me out of like the shop was like, I was like asking them a million questions, like, is it supposed to be stinging like that? And they're like, you're fine, just clean it when you get home. And I've had them for a week. So far, not like any big complications. I mean, like my left ear has been swollen for a couple of days, but that's normal with new piercings. So yeah, I'm a proud owner of two pierced ears now.
Yeah, you probably have
And
cancer. Just
excuse, what did
WebMD
you? I
you.
just heard cancer, and that's it.
I said you probably have cancer.
Don't say that. I've just been like, I don't want to get an infection. I've been kind of paranoid about getting an infection. But I have been cleaning them every night, every morning and every night. I have been cleaning my ears. And yeah, so far so good. I can't wait till my healing period is over. I'm supposed to wait 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, 2 months before I can change out my jewelry. So when that is done, I am getting like little like piercing things, like the no earring hooks. I'm getting earring hooks, and I'm making earrings out of everything, and no one can stop me. So yeah, Evangeline,
Uh, what?
I wanted
Wait,
to
was
know
I?
what.
Wait, what? Wait, was I supposed to? I'm confused.
No,
Wait, why
I was
did you
just gonna
say?
ask you if you had to get a piercing, what would you get? Like someone held a gun to your head and said, if you get a like you have to get a piercing, what would you get?
Then shoot me in the head.
Well, you're no fun. Why not have an engaging conversation?
Wait, oh, you meant, bro? I thought you meant engage in conversation with the person who's holding a gun to my head, and I was like,
Negotiate out of
just
just getting like
like, hey, how
annoyed
are
with
you
the person.
doing? Um, if I had to get a piercing, but I don't know. Like, I never thought about it. Like,
Well, now you're thinking about it.
um, I don't like. I'd probably just get like the smallest thing possible because I don't want to. I didn't want a piercing in the first place.
You know that people pierce their fingers?
Why?
I have
There's
no
not even
clue.
supposed to be any holes there. Like that's what. Like that's.
People, you wanna know the ridiculous things that um people get pierced.
Be careful with this.
Pier I'm not gonna talk. Okay, no. People get their fingers pierced, their wrist pierced, their armpits. Like okay, you know how you have your ankle and at the back you have like this tendon?
Yeah.
People get that pierced sometimes.
Uh,
Um, their gums. You know the little tendon that you have um that connects like the like your lip to your gums?
ew,
People
no.
get that pierced. It's called a smiley piercing. Um
Disgusting.
Granted, I would never get any of these because I think that if you get like I'm no offense if you have like a smiley or anything, but I think you're kind of stupid because of just the absolute damage your teeth and your gums are gonna sustain from that. Like
Yeah, like.
like
Mm,
I'm just gonna say like a story that someone I read online that someone went to the dentist to go get their teeth done and they had to undo their piercing so their dentist can look at everything like normally, and in their gum was an indentation of the ring they were wearing. And yeah, I think if you get a smiley you're a little bit stupid. Full offense. um but I kind of like, for me, I do really like piercings. I do kind of want to get more, but I kind of have conservative parents, so I cannot get any more unless I want to get genuinely get kicked out. But I do want to get forgot what it's called. Evangeline, you know, like you have your earlobe, and then above your lobe you have like this little piece of cartilage.
Yeah.
I want to get that pierced
Uh,
and it's the most painful ear piercing you can get, but I think it looks really
yeah.
cute. And I kind of want to get a septum, even though everyone I talk about it too. Everyone says I'm gonna look trashy in it. I don't care. I really want a septum, but yeah, that's piercing talk for me. We can move on since I can feel your
Yeah.
discomfort through the
Uh,
call.
um, what's next? The TMG cameo. Harry Carnation. Or Rainn Wilson from The Office. I want to preface this.
Dwight from the office.
I want to preface this by saying I'm not like I don't like hate The Office or anything. I just never got into it. I didn't watch it before it got moved off of Netflix, so I'm not really that familiar with it. Like I know
I
who Rainn
am.
Wilson plays and I know his character. Um, so the cameo, like it wasn't like super, it was cool to me just because like TMG, like that's like the first like kind of celebrity guest that's ever been. No, that's not true. Logic has been on there, hasn't he, and Post Malone?
I think so. And I mean, like, it's not the first celebrities that they've interacted with. Like, Cody did like a whole video with Young Gravy.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I
still
just
holding
meant
out for that
more.
collab. Yep. I need Baby Gravy X TMG stat. Stat. Okay, continue.
I think it was more like surprising to me just because like it's Rainn Wilson from The Office and like I think and they haven't had like that type of guest in a while, so I was surprised that they even like got him on there, and that's just kind of cool that like TMG has come that far.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I also like it was a funny episode. I think I'm only halfway through it. I'm kind of
Me too.
behind, but
I'm a little bit past a quarter because I kind of have an extremely low attention span and I just kind of clicked off, but I do plan on finishing it because even though like I watched The Office, like I watched up until like halfway through the last season. And I think at
Mhm.
base value, despite the kind not stigma, but you know, like I don't what's like I don't know what to call it. The like not the fan base. It doesn't really have a fandom. Just has a bunch of white girls who like it, but
Oh yeah, it's
I don't
I
know
don't
what you
want to say
call
The
it.
Office is overrated.
No, it is. I'll
I
say
mean
it. The
like
Office is overrated.
like
It's a good show. At base value, it's a good show.
yeah, I mean personally like I haven't watched a show with that type. I don't know. I do think it's kind of a unique show in my opinion. To be fair, I haven't watched like Parks and Rec or anything like that, but I do think The Office is a unique show and it did accomplish like a certain
Yeah.
type of humor that not to be like edgelord, like oh people can't take a joke nowadays, but I do think like that show couldn't be made now.
Oh, definitely
Um,
not. Definitely not.
uh,
Definitely not. But like,
so
but yeah, definitely at base value, I think that The Office is a pretty good show, and Dwight is actually one of my favorite characters. I like his characterization. Just this really weird dude who likes
yeah,
Battlestar Galactica and has a really weird cousin and owns a beet farm. I don't know, just I like that he's a weird character. And it's really cool to see that TMG, like Noel Miller and Cody Ko, I feel more like not like closeness, but you know, it feels more like I don't know how to explain this. Like celebrities as in like actors and YouTubers are on two different levels.
yeah,
Like I feel like I would see Cody Ko or Noel like at my grocery store rather than Rain, you know? Is it Rain or Ryan?
Rain. I'm pretty sure
Rain.
Rain
Okay.
Wilson.
Because I pronounce it as Rain, but it could be just a really weird spelling of Ryan.
Well, something's in the letter is in the wrong place.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes people like, you know,
Yeah, I
They
know.
say it looks like this, but it's pronounced like something else.
Yeah.
You know, YouTubers like also the fact that we do live in the same state as I think we live in the same state as them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we live in the same state as a lot of
Yeah,
YouTubers, so.
I actually find that really weird because I just, you know, I can go to LA, which is like I don't know, like 6 hours away or eight. I don't remember how far away.
Yeah,
It's a car ride.
it's a drive. It's a drive.
It's a drive, but you know, I would end up seeing at least someone
Yeah.
that I
That
recognize from
honestly,
YouTube.
ugh, that kind of like depresses me about going to New Mexico because right now, like we said, we both live in California, but I'm like, ugh. I've never gotten that LA experience.
Me either. I've never been to LA.
But my goal is to end up in LA. I know, like, ew, like
Hollywood.
everyone's
Hollywood.
hating on LA,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like,
I mean, if
I
it makes you
just
feel
that's
any
where it's
better,
at.
a couple of my favorite art YouTubers live in New Mexico.
What?
So a couple of my favorite art YouTubers live in New Mexico.
Oh,
If it makes you feel any better, but yeah, like I've been living in California my entire life. Never been to LA, even though it's a very tangible drive.
I think I've been to Hollywood and Anaheim, but never LA. I've literally been everywhere in the surrounding area but LA.
But LA, yeah.
Like
And
one day,
sometimes
one
it just
day,
be like that. One day,
one
definitely.
day.
And I know like LA, like I know it's kind of like it's crowded. It's definitely overpopulated.
Oh yeah, no, they've got issues.
Definitely. And like I don't know because like I'm at least the place we're in, it's not really overpopulated in my opinion. Like there's a lot of people, but it's nowhere
No,
to like the
we're
capacity that LA is.
no, it's just that city. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be crowded. But they do have some issues they need to take care of. Um, which I probably shouldn't say because then people are just gonna assume that I'm never mind. I'm yeah,
We're just gonna roll past it.
yeah. So before we kind of I don't really know. I mean, I think Sophia you can jump on this before. Well, I'm not going to talk about it like just yet, but I'd like to let everyone know that you should drink more water because I have this week and I drank in a gallon of water every day this week, and today is Friday at the time of recording this. So I have so far drinking a little over, yes, 5.5 gallons of water this week. Um, it's really kicking my bladder in the butt. I usually have a pretty strong bladder, but you know, a gallon of water really does that to you. Um, apparently the bloating is supposed to go away after like a week or so. Uh, um, my skin, I guess, is fine. Not that I really care. Um,
I'm still
I
on
don't.
the I'm just gonna say this that Evangeline, like you told me, like I'm gonna try to drink a gallon of water per day, was it?
Did you not think that I could do it?
No, I was just saying, why would you do that?
Oh,
I can barely like
um,
drink 2 cups of water. It's bad.
I
I will admit, like
okay.
me not drinking water is bad. I do not encourage this. Go drink water. Um, but
I
water
have a
is
really
disgusting.
bad drinking everything but water addiction.
I'm currently
And
drinking
I
a
don't.
monster, by the way. I am not drinking water.
Okay, I can't do energy drinks. I think it's not. I think I've
That's what I
had an
said.
energy drink and I didn't really appreciate the taste all that much.
I can't
um,
really do energy drinks either. I think they're way too sweet. The only like energy drinks I really like are like tea based ones.
mhm.
Um, but today I was really craving a monster for some reason, so I got one.
I I think it's just the fear that my mom has put into me about energy drinks that I can't drink it. Like every time I see one, like I think she's gonna pop up behind me and like physically like assault me. Sorry, that sounds really serious. I didn't mean to joke about that. Like she doesn't actually do that. I was just like saying in
Yeah.
layman's term. But yeah, I just don't drink them. I'm deathly terrified of them. Uh but the water thing, this is really weird, but as I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's kind of like a running joke in my and I can't even say like my friend group because people assume that's like 6 or 7 people. No, it's literally just Sophia and Crystalline.
Our other friend.
Um yeah, that's it. That's what I mean by friend group. My trio, whatever. Um it's a running joke that like oof. Okay, yeah, my that I'm like as asexual and aromantic as a rock, but big but I do kind of have a small thing for Wonder Woman, Lara Croft,
Basically,
Talia
Evangeline
al
only
Ghul.
likes fictional women. Keyword fictional.
But yeah, but I've expanded a little bit to real woman.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Character development. Ooh, I like
character
it.
development. Um Salma Hayek and Angelina Jolie.
Okay, I
But I
will
think
admit
Angelina Jolie is because of
Angelina
Lara Croft.
Angelina Jolie is incredibly attractive. I do not blame you. I do not blame you.
it's not like it's not like an unsaid thing. I think everyone likes Angelina Jolie. I mean, everyone finds her pretty, whether or not like you like her personality. Personally, I like everything about Angelina Jolie. Um, and especially since that Eternals, that little Phase 4 sizzle reel that Marvel put out, and that little shot of Angelina as Athena in the Eternals. Um, I was kind of on an Angelina Jolie kick. And someone told me that I looked like a young Angelina Jolie, which I know is not true. It's not true, but that boosts someone's confidence, okay? Not that I have poor like self-image issues or anything, but you know, you take what you can get. Um so I was like I know she's healthy and everything, and so and a lot of like celebrities and everything, this is going down a weird tangent. I'm not for okay. If you have any self-image, body issues, I'm not shaming you at all right now. At all. Like I understand. I mean, I may not understand because I don't have them, but I understand it's a hard thing to deal with, and please don't think that you need to look like any celebrity that you see because of beauty standards or whatever. Um, it's fine to think that someone is pretty, but don't try to like be exactly like them because you can't. None of us can. You're probably fine. I know probably a lot of people have told you that, but you're probably fine. And like just, you know, take a break from looking at the Scarlett Johanssons and Angelina Jolies of the world for a little bit. And I think, you know, it would make everyone feel a little better. That's a horrible way of putting it, but that's the best I'm going to do. Anyways, I was inspired by Angelina Jolie to be a little more healthy in what I do. Um, so I've started like a whole health thing. I mean, I was working out before and I do dance anyways, but I wanted to work out every day, drink more water, like take care of my skin a little more, not because of the like the aesthetic or whatever, but just because like I know that's good for me, and like right now because I'm young and almost 18 years old, like, and I dance, I'm not going to be continuing dance for the rest of my life. And also like just it's just human like nature, like as you get older things start to not be as youthful anymore, and I wanted to make sure that I'm not letting my body decompose in rapid time because I'm drinking too much soda and laying in my bed and not doing anything. So
I low-key feel like this is a call out.
I didn't mean it like that. But also like you guys shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. It's not good for you. It's not me saying you need to be like super thin and like all of this and whatever. No, I'm not just like take care of yourself. Self-care is important. If that like if I'm not saying you need to go to the gym and work out 2 hours a day, it has nothing to do with a number on a weight like a scale. It has nothing to do with that.
Away.
It's just I was about to say weighing scale and I realized it's just called scale, so I meant it has nothing to do with a number on a scale. It has nothing to do with like, you know, filters, like anything like that. It's literally just all like an internal thing because most of the time how you look on the outside, some things don't accurately represent what's going on with you inside because yeah, which I think is something that sometimes gets missed when we're talking about being more healthy. Like obviously, if your teeth are looking a little crusty and a little weathered,
Othered, to put it nicely.
yeah, you should check that out. That's bad. That's bad. It has nothing to do with like, oh, your teeth aren't like straight and white. No, that's actually like your health. Go take care of it. Um, Sometimes if your skin is breaking out, and I'm not talking about like cystic acne, like that's actually a serious thing, and that's not something that can just be like taken away. And I know like for some people that's like painful and it's annoying and it has nothing to do with like beauty or anything. It's really a lot to do with just like health. So I'm not talking about those people. I'm just talking about like occasional like small little breakouts. Sometimes it has to do with, you know, you're not drinking enough water, you're not eating the right foods, and that kind of thing. Trying to put the emphasis on health, not appearance. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this went down a whole tangent. Didn't mean for it to, but another mini lesson. Take care of yourself. Um, so, yeah, we're gonna see how long this gallon of water a day lasts because I mean it's been lasting. I have a little chart. I fill it out every time I drink a certain amount of water, and it's been filled up 5 times so far,
Good
and it's
job.
Friday. So,
Oh, good job.
yeah. All right, guys. um, well, we will see you.
Hey, no, you do not do the intro correctly. Um, so let me just do this. The way Evangeline
Okay.
does the outro.
I'm gonna mute so Sophia
Yeah,
can do
no
that.
problem. I'll take care of the outro. If you've made it this far into the episode, thank you so much for listening. We really do appreciate. You should go follow us on our socials. We're on Twitter at CFG Podcast and on Tumblr at cornflakegang.com.tumblr or however the URL goes. Um, you know, we hope that you're having a good day and we really appreciate it. That being said, we will see you soon because we kind of have lives. That sounds so weird, but we'll see you eventually. With that being said, I hope you have a good day and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.